Hey, what's up? What's going on, football fans? It's yours truly, the BQF, Black Quarterback Forum, BlackQBsInEffect.com website. Hey, Dizzle, Alex, whatever other name I can remember at the time of recording. What's going on, people? As I said, the beginning of the football season, these 4 months fly by. So we've hit December and week 14, I believe. I was just looking at statistics. I think it's week 14 because some teams have won 12 games or 13, whatever week it is, man. Hell, I was just looking at statistics. I don't even know. But, of course, enjoying the season. Some of the brothers, though, in the AFC, um, if Lamar and the Ravens make it, he'll probably be one of the only black quarterbacks representing the black QBs in the AFC. I mean, of course, Patrick and Chiefs and CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans are about the other two options that could possibly make the playoffs. Their teams aren't currently in the playoffs. The only team in the AFC with a black quarterback is the Baltimore Ravens. And they should win that division. That's the only team that's going to come out of that division. This is the Ravens. Not Cincinnati, no, and not Pittsburgh. So, well, I mean, things were, if Ravens were to collapse. But we don't think that's going to happen. So, anyway, got colors going on today. Got the blue water bottle, the red hat. This is letting me know what's the most current video in my little collection. So, y'all know I ain't no professional. I keep saying somewhere in between a super fan and a professional. You know what I'm saying? I look specifically at the black QBs, but I watch all the football. Like, at my website, blackqbsineffect.com, I usually have all black quarterbacks, but they got that Puka Nacua. I saw a picture of the Puka catch, the one-handed. Oh, that boy, he's amazing. That's all I gotta say. I mean, I played tight end in high school. I was the closest I ever got. I think, I was younger, obviously faster, more mobile. But anyway, that was an amazing catch. That dude is something else, man. Puka Nacua. I just gotta say something. That dude is amazing. I mean, there's good receivers out there, of course, but the dude, he be putting in work. Anyway, with that being said, in the NFC, we have three teams. We have the Bears, Eagles, and the Packers representing. So we most likely probably gonna have those three. The Bears, if they just keep winning, they'll hold out and win the division. And yeah, win the division, and then they'll be the number one team in the conference. So they'll get that first round bye. If the Eagles win their division, they'll be, I think, the 4th seed based on record of, how it shakes out. And then Packers, they, no, they with the Bears. So they're the 2nd seed in that division. So, but anyway, y'all know me, man. I just look at the black quarterback statistics and I go from there. But I will say there's some that boy Drake May, he putting in work for the Patriots, man. I don't know how things going to shake out, but. And I meant to look at the statistics on my man in Denver. Talk about height a lot because it matters in the NFL. A lot of people, they don't ever bring it up, but Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl. He's 6'1", but he's got exceptional lower body strength, right? And I think Drew Brees was the last 6'1" quarterback, but 6'2" minimum. I'm telling you, height matters, but they don't talk about it much. Anyway, I look at it, and because it's not the only factor, but people like Kyler Murray and even Bryce Young, two very talented young black quarterbacks, but they're never ever going to get to a Super Bowl. They're just too small, you know. So, but that's just NFL. Hell, it ain't me. Shit, Bryce Young and me same size, 5'11". He like 200, I think. I'm 5'11", 180. So obviously a lot thinner, a lot lighter. His weight is probably nice to distribute. Whatever he is, 190, 200. So, but anyway, I just don't think. I think you got minimum 6'2". But like I said, Jalen Hurts and my man for the Saints years ago uh, was 6'1". So, but anyway, the statistics of the winning black quarterbacks this past week. We had Thanksgiving. We had the 3 games and then 4 with Lamar and losing to Cincinnati. Or was that the third one? Hell, I don't know. The fourth game I'm thinking about is Friday. The Bears beating the Eagles. So, but Jordan Love was 18 for 30, 234 yards, 7.8 average, throwing it down the field. Yeah, 4 touchdowns, 0 INTs. It was sacked 0 times. He had a very good statistical day, and they beat the Lions. But his QBR, y'all know how I get with these QBRs. His was 94.9, one of the highest I've ever seen throughout the season. And the rating was 124.2. Now, I got some interesting QBRs I'm going to get to in a moment with some of these players. Dakota Rain Prescott. Wasn't Rain Dakota? You know, that's my $60 million man. I jokingly $6 million man, you know, for all you old people out there like myself who remember the $6 million man, Lee Majors. They ended up beating Kansas City. He was 27 for 39. Dak threw for 320. He was 8.2 average down the field. Him and CD and uh, the other receiver they got, I forget his name. It'll come to me in a moment. But hey, Dak statistically, I'm telling Dak. I wrote down Dak is leading the league in yardage, 3,261 yards. At $60 million, he needs to be leading quarterbacks or something. That's what he's leading it through 12 games, I believe it is. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about Baltimore's record 6-6. Oh my goodness. So, um, anyway, he threw 2 touchdowns, 1 INT, was sacked 0 times. He had an 85.8 QBR and a 100.4 rating. Caleb Williams, they beat the Eagles. Okay, so I use the ESPN, I call it O-meter or whatever percentage they think a team's going to win by. I think they didn't have the Bears winning that game against the Eagles, like 30% chance. But Caleb, he was 17 for 36, 154 yards, 4.3 average. So he's not throwing it down the field in this particular game a lot. It was 4.3. 1 touchdown, 1 INT. He was sacked 2 times for 10 yards. So y'all know, I mentioned before that sack yards comes off the passing yards. His QBR was 49.0 and a rating of 56.9. So the numbers for him, he don't have great numbers, but they, as long as he keep the team in it with some of the plays he make, that's one thing I haven't been able to watch is all the games and all the replays, but they do have them out there. Next, my man CJ Stroud come back from that concussion protocol. He was 22 for 35, 276 yards, 7.9 average. So he's trying to get it down the field. No touchdowns. He did have an INT. He was sacked 2 times for 20 yards. 67.8 on the QBR, 75.4 on the rating. Now, come up to my man Tua. They did win because these are the winning quarterbacks. He was 12 for 23, 157 yards, 6.8 average down the field, 0 touchdowns, 1 INT. He was sacked 4 times for 23 yards, so he barely had 100 yards passing. And then he had an 8.1 QBR. I didn't even look at Shador's. 8.1. I mean, he had a 55.9 rating. So if you just look at those, you think he played terrible. But he did enough to get the win in Miami, for them to keep the win. So, but that QBR is brutal. Tyrod Taylor taking over for Justin Fields in New York. He was 19 for 33, 172 yards, 5.2 average down the field. He did have a touchdown, 0 INTs. He was sacked 2 times for 23 yards loss. 79.6 QBR and an 81.9 rating. His QBR, okay. Okay, if you take away his sacks, he had about 150 yards passing. All right, Bryce Young, the guy who I say is too small to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. The professionals on TV won't ever say that. They don't want to lose their job. They don't want to seem, I guess, shortest, because it's not racist. It's like, you hating on short people. No, he was 15 for 20, 206 yards. He was throwing down the field, 10.3 average, 3 touchdowns. Bryce, 0 INTs. He was sacked 2 times for 12 yards. So he had less than 200 total passing. But 85.7 QBR. Ooh, a 147.1 rating. So Bryce was doing it. But once again, if they win a Super Bowl, I will take back everything I said. But I guarantee you, they're not going to win a Super Bowl. Okay? Not with him as quarterback. It's too short. So, anyway, as we come out of this Thanksgiving weekend, Thursdays in a couple days, I think the Cowboys and the Lions both playing for the playoffs, because neither one are in the playoffs at the moment. And Dak, you got to earn that $60 million. So here's the funny thing, right? Let's just say the Cowboys don't make the playoff, but if Dak is leading the league in passing, which he is now, yardage only. This ain't touchdowns or completion percentage or just yardage. If he continues, and because that's how they base it. Basically, when you go to look at it, it's based on yardage. I mean, you can filter it many different ways, but if he continues and leads the league in yardage, with the Cowboys will make the playoffs. I mean, the $60 million, is it worth it still? If you of the quarterbacks that are in the top 5, 3 are in the playoffs at the moment: Drake May, Stafford, and Daniel Jones. So, what is it really worth if you are the best quarterback statistically, but your team don't make the playoffs? It means nothing. It's what it means. Absolutely nothing. So, as we iron out the last 5 games, I believe there's 5 left, so they played 12. As we iron out those and the playoffs are set, we'll see where these black quarterbacks are. I think we're going to have more in the NFC this year. And I tell y'all this, though. I've been watching football for a long time. If Chicago gets the number 1 seed and they get inclement weather on game day, it's going to be hard for the visiting team. Like, you look at LA, inside team. Seattle, not that cold from time. It do get cold and rainy. But it can be snow. You can have all 3 of those factors. Chicago, cold, rainy, and snow, ice and shit. 20 degrees, 10 degrees. And then you got San Fran. Palo Alto, is it where they are? It don't snow and rain and freezing, Chicago, I mean, not Chicago, Detroit and Philly, it can get similar weather, but I think Chicago, you can, you can get that rain, sleet, snows, but especially in Green Bay. Yeah, Green Bay, you can get that crazy weather too, like that. So, but anyway, if those teams those indoor warmer weather teams in the NFC, you don't want to go to Chicago. That's all I'm saying. And Caleb might not be the best statistically, and he's 6'1", but he's getting the job done. So we'll see. Y'all know I love talking about the black QB. I don't watch TV much. I do watch the shows from time to time. But at my age, I always reference it. I'm 61. That's right. I've been watching football for a long time. I can watch the games and come to my own conclusions. You'll see teams that win. Drake May, like, Patriots, he's good. They're good. So we'll see how far they go in the playoffs, especially if Patrick don't get there. And then what is Lamar and the Ravens going to do? Like I told y'all from the beginning, I want Lamar to win the Super Bowl more than the average Raven fan. Y'all don't understand. I always tell the story when I was a young kid watching football. There were no black quarterbacks playing, starting, and where not half the league was black. It was all white guys, okay? So for all you young, 30 and younger, 40 and younger in some cases, that see where, oh man, we got half the league black quarterbacks. It ain't always been this way. So, but of the black quarterbacks playing, I've said it before, for me right now, I would love to see Lamar get that championship more so than anybody else. I said it earlier in the video. I will continue to say it. He ain't got no TV commercial. That's right. Ain't. I'll say it. Ain't. He ain't got no TV commercial. I saw AJ Brown on the treadmill. AJ Brown, he's, he can speak. So I get it, man. But with all the apparatuses, technologies, and help, you mean tell me you can't give a man a commercial? But you know who do got commercials all over the goddamn place? Josh Allen. And they ain't won shit. They ain't won a goddamn fucking thing yet, okay? But they still online ads, NFL, anything sports related, football, quarterbacks. I'm seeing Josh Allen. It's like they want the Bills to win the Super Bowl more. It's like they sucking that Buffalo Bill NFL. When I was younger, Bills got smashed on 4 times in the Super Bowl, 2 by the Cowboys, and I think the Redskins. The NFC East was a beast. Okay? So, good luck to you Buffalo Bills fans out there. And y'all got a gauntlet in the AFC. You're not even winning that division. And Drake May in that division now. So, good luck to all you Buffalo fans. So anyway, yeah, I get a little hyped up towards the end of my video today. I don't know why, but it's just, cause my man Lamar ain't got no commercials, man. To me, it ain't right. So, till next time, BQF Black Quarterback Forum, baby.